Welcome to the Schilling School for Gifted Children. We are one of only 2 gifted schools in the country that serve students in grades kindergarten through 12. And we're one of just a few across the country. We are a nonprofit private school, and the students come to us from private schools, public schools, and homeschooling backgrounds. These students are very special in that they can achieve amazing things academically. They have a wonderful curiosity, a need to learn and grow, but they're normal kids too. They like the pop music, the fashions that are current nowadays. We have kindergarten through 12th grade, and what is unique about our school is that we do multi-age ability grouping and differentiation within the classroom.
At this school, kids help other kids. My name is Susan Moser, and I am the dance artist here at Schilling School. I feel one of the most unique things about the Schilling School is how the arts are viewed. In many educational settings, you'll find that arts are viewed as recreational or secondary to academics, but that's not the case here at Schilling. And the Schilling School is really growing in the areas of drama, dance, music, and the visual arts, and has sought out artists in the community to come and to nurture the creative geniuses in all of the children here.
Our schedule is pretty special. On Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we offer core curriculum classes. That would be math, science, language arts, social studies, reading. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, we have what we call our specials. Those include foreign languages, dance, drama, music, piano. We have a string ensemble, a chorus, a symphonic band, and then our select vocalists are in the Schilling Singers, which is a vocal ensemble group. We also offer somewhat unusual classes such as fencing and Aikido, which is part of our physical education department, tennis in the fall and spring, and we've also offered golf in the fall. We have public speaking, politics, architecture, watercolors, oil painting classes. It's a wonderfully rich assortment of classes that expose the children to the fine arts. So there's a lot of varied activity available to the students, and they enjoy that schedule very, very much. A lot of these kids have not had a feeling of acceptance, a feeling of how special they really are in the schools where they have attended. Many of them have literally fallen between the cracks. They have not been able to interact and connect with kids like them, and many times their teachers have not really appreciated the uniqueness of their giftedness. These are kids who ask a lot of questions, and certainly in the course of a day, the number of questions they may ask can be a little bit challenging.
Well, I think maybe this is one of the basic problems, especially growing up, but I think you face it all during your life, is you have to say, why am I here? I mean, what is my destiny? What am I good for? What contribution do I have to make to the world? And some people answer this question fairly easily, and other people go through their whole lives struggling to answer this question.
The staff is a very special group of people. We have our science math department chair, Dr. Doug Frank. In 1990, he discovered how to photograph the atom. He was the first person in the world to discover that, and that put him up for a Nobel Prize. He's here in the mornings teaching geometry and calculus and upper-level science, and he calls it his recess. It's his opportunity to give back to kids who are exceptionally gifted like he is, just some of the wonderful experience that he wished that he could have had when he was growing up. We have teachers who come to us from wonderful experiences. So they have jobs in their fields of interest, so they can bring the passion, the training, the expertise with them into the classroom. Like Dr. Paul Bowen, he teaches algebra and trigonometry with us, and also logic. He got his doctorate in philosophy from Yale University and brings just a wonderful sense of humor and depth of experience love of his subject into the classroom. When the children have questions, they can give them real-life examples of what it's like to be a scientist or a journalist or a musician or a dancer or an artist. So we have wonderful teachers with wonderful experiences to share. We have about a third of the staff with doctorates, a third with masters, and a third with bachelor's degrees. But they're all gifted adults. And that is so special for these students because they not only have a peer group that they can relate to, gifted children like they are, but they have gifted adults that they can look up to, model, talk with, be understood by.
And I like the fact that the people that are here are easier to talk to.
The teachers are really into their fields. I mean, for instance, our science teacher is actually in our science book. Our social studies teacher has all kinds of experience doing social studies. The whole staff knows what they're talking about.
And they enjoy it as well.
Right.
They actually enjoy what they're talking about.
They enjoy the kids, they enjoy just their work, they enjoy everything.
One of the things I like about the school, personally, I mean, is all the classes you can take. I mean, a huge variety. Huge.
The people here that are at my intellectual level in my grade, like I can talk to people about like math that I couldn't really talk to the normal sixth grader about.
I like here where I'll get a variety of opinion and I'll get different views and different thought processes in terms of like we'll be doing a problem in math and different people will figure out a whole slew of ways at executing the problem and then we'll all arrive at the same answer and it's like, well, how did you get that? Well, I got it this way. Wow, I can't believe that worked because this also worked, you know, and you just get a lot more variety. So.
I love calculus because it's an elective. I chose to take it and I get 2 whole periods with Dr. Frank, the calculus teacher, and that's the best thing. It's the best way to wake up on Tuesday and Thursday mornings. It's great. It's just totally. It's just right there. You know, you can feel the problem in the morning. I love it.
I don't know if it's just me and I'm like completely really weird, but like sometimes I really get wrapped up in the problem and I like working on it. And I never really got that before.
If you are above the level of the other people in your grade, then you can move up to a different level.
What I like is the languages, because like I was talking to a sophomore from middle school and she was asking me all these questions about Spanish and I said, what year of Spanish are you in? And she's like, well, I'm in first year. What are you in? And I'm like, well, I'm in third year and I'm only a freshman, you know? And there's kindergartners who start taking languages and just by the time they get out of high school, they're going to be masters in at least 1 or 2.
I kind of like to use art almost as an escape, and it kind of transports me to another world almost, and I can do a lot of exploration that not necessarily everyone around me is going to understand. Go in and be by myself and just paint and let my imagination run wild, and that's an opportunity that I don't think I get at any other school.
Things like that can only happen in small classes, so that's what I like. It's like you're right there with the teacher.